Yes.
Jordan is also here, the second host of Red Thread.
That's right.
Have you heard of the Zizians?
No, but looking at their faces, I'm really scared already. They all look like horror fiction characters.
They're not a friendly-looking bunch.
No, man. Holy hell. And all of them just have that kind of like possessed look in their eyes. So I don't know what the hell this is about, but go, sorry to cut you off, gentlemen.
No, this is a story of an internet cult that would go on to claim the lives of many in their kind of manic way. I don't.
Don't you reckon they don't
understand
need a trial? Like they're guilty of something.
Yeah,
clearly. Just take them off the street.
Yeah, it was the way it was described was vegan trans death cult to me, and I was like, wow, okay, that's very salacious and very upfront. Surely this is like some kind of propaganda or there's some kind of like misconception here. But then looking into it, I'm like, wow, this really was just a vegan trans death cult. Very
incredible.
Very
the one time you didn't get clickbait by the most crazy clickbait.
Is it fair to say that this is the modern version of the Manson family?
I would say that it's more of the homeless version of the Manson family.
I would say
okay. He piqued my interest.
Somehow more mentally ill than the Manson family, I think. Like very, 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 very just out of touch with reality.
As somebody that likes Southern California, like I think like SoCal is way better than whatever that northern side of California is. Like, NorCal fucking sucks, dude. Like, I'm sorry, NorCal. Central
what is NorCal? Is that just north of? Is that like the Badlands?
Yeah, it's like Sacramento. No, NorCal is like Sacramento and like fucking San Francisco. Central California is like the real Badland. Like nothing happens there except meth manufacturing.
A vital part of the economy.
That sounds like the place to be. Yeah.
I mean, that's where Fuzi was born, and you can imagine like how wild things get.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, honey, I think we're actually in like the worst part. And I'm seeing like junkies like kind of stumble on the road like Last of Us zombie style.
Yeah. Yes.
That was the only time where I've like literally broken red lights, like getting out like.
Yeah. And who cares? There's no cops to arrest you anyway. Yeah.
Dude, yeah, it's not like there's a fucking camera or anything. Like, who gives a shit?
Dude, that is so insane.
The last thing I saw was like this one dude with a big ass pipe. I'm looking at him like this is a fucking Elden Ring boss. I'm out of this place,
Thought dude. You could get away, huh?
Dude, it's the only place where like, okay, so when you're going onto a highway, there's like a fucking freeway ramp, right? Like normal places. Bro, this place, it goes from like Main Street, take a right turn right onto the fucking highway. Like you gotta fucking rip your car. Like, and Houston driver, sorry, they're like driving like 90 miles an hour for like just no reason. Like it's the only state where every third car I've seen.
They were fired within days from their first job and were also not having much luck finding stable and safe housing. Lasoda had for a long time been active on their blog, which was titled Sinceriously. Ugh. Sorry.
They're bloggers, dude. They're bloggers.
Man, that was Jesus. You're talking about trying to save time on this podcast. You just did it, Jackson. That's all that's needed.
That's all we need. Yeah.
This group can get fucking cringy, dude.
Yeah.
Immediately, it's like Redditor pretentiousness that I just cannot stand.
You know, it's like this is the definition of like living in fucking San Francisco, right? Like you gotta realize that these people are actually fucking I mean, bro, you can only come up with this level of fucking ass sniffing from the state of California.
100%.
Really? So that's like a real cultural invention of living in California, is it?
Bro, yeah, 100%.
I actually think if you went up to a homeless person in San Francisco, it's a coin flip whether they're going to start quoting rationalism, like excerpts like this at you. Like I think it's highly possible that even the homeless people there are like this. It's almost like a character trait that you need to have in order to exist in these environments.
God, I mean, you got to imagine, right? Like when you're living in like a place, right? Like California, it's like you're already like, I mean, I'm from fucking Toronto, so it's not like I'm not from like a big city either. Like I've been
that's
in a
the
city,
California
like,
of the North. I see through you.
I mean, hey, listen, we're California and New York fused together. Okay, we've got shitty weather and we've got pretentiousness. Okay,
Nice.
So it's like both.
Oh, what a paradise!
Worlds.
Yeah,
but it's like, you know, I see it here all the time too. It's like when you're going around a city, or it's like especially like at a university or something, right? And it's like you'll come across somebody that's taken one fucking humanities course,
yes,
and they think they're smarter than like 95% of the rest of the country because their perception of the rest of the country is like uneducated, like embryos. It's like, dude, get the fuck out of here. Like,
so obnoxious, dude. Sorry to the audience. If you're from California and San Francisco specifically, no offense intended. I'm sure there's a bunch of people in those places that are still, you know, decent, hardworking folk, nice people. No offense intended.
Yeah.
I do
2%
think
of them, maybe.
I do think it is an interesting anecdote, not related to that, but about the rationalist community website that we were talking about before, which was, what was it called? Less Wrong. Eliza Yudkowsky, who created Less Wrong and is regarded as one of the core figures of the movement itself, published a Harry Potter fan fiction called, quote, Harry Potter and the Methods of Rationality.
Oh, man,
which
these guys, their brain IQ level is so high. So I can't get over
strong.
it. It's
Dude,
too
you just
strong.
have to be a different type of person to understand like the level of intelligence that's coming from you.
So this fan
Too
fiction
dumb to
helps
get it.
promote the movement itself. And this is interesting. This is how effective this is, taking these like fictional worlds and co-opting them into your belief system or using it to promote a belief system. A quarter of the Less Wrong user base, when surveyed, claimed that they had found the site due to the fan fiction itself.
Yeah.
So that's interesting.
Hell
A lot
yeah.
of fan fiction fans on that site.
Oh, yeah. Totally rational.
Like you see it online a lot where people will only contextualize horrifying issues with society or the world through the like myopic lens of, you know, Star Wars, Harry Potter, or whatever else is popular at the time. Like, oh man, I can't believe this genocide is happening. The Avengers would never do that. I'm like, what?
It reminds me of that one, like, it reminds me of that Vosh clip. You remember that one? You remember the
what
Vosh
happened?
clip where he's like, it's like this clip of Vosh going like, I've seen, like, they were talking about like Kyle Rittenhouse and like self-defense, and he's like, I've seen enough Marvel movies where the good guy doesn't laser people in half.
What? Jesus.
Yeah, dude. It's fucking, that's like every time, like, that's why I based my entire life on like, would Vin Diesel have done that in Fast and the Furious? Would that have translated to reality?
Well, hey,
What
Vin
would
Diesel I can
Vin
get behind.
Diesel do?
He lives by one code: family first. Totally
Dude,
fine.
I always love when like I bring up like Fast and the Furious to like friends, and it's like, why do you watch that? It's like, you know, the story's bad. I'm like, yeah, man, because I'm like absolutely waiting for the next big like plot point and like story revelation
Yeah.
in fucking Fast and the. I totally
just
don't
wanna see
watch it
cars
for the
go
cars
fast.
and stuff. Yeah. Like, what the fuck?
Tokyo Drift is still the best.
Still the best. It's like, man, I didn't get the CEO position at Microsoft. Fuck it, I'm gonna stay home
that's
all
it.
day.
I'm delving into philosophy on how this could possibly happen.
Yeah.
To play devil's advocate a little bit here.
What?
Just so that we're not bashing on people with unemployment. Like that's what unemployment is for. Not to just coax off forever, obviously, but it's to be used while
obviously,
you try
yeah.
to find.
No, yeah, but
find a
there
job.
is that type of person, and I know because I was one of these people. Like I absolutely could have got a job after university.
You abused
I
unemployment?
I felt I was ashamed of it every second I was on it.
That's so based,
especially
honestly.
just-
I defend your abuse of it, honestly. At least my tax dollars are going somewhere nice, you know? I defend that. At least it's
hate
going
it.
somewhere.
I
Because I'll
hate
be
it.
honest, like, I drive through so many potholes every day that at least I hope that you're having fun with the unemployment check, 'cause I sure as fuck am.
But that's like, don't you reckon it's just like, okay, there's unemployed people that just can't get a job. They're not coping in life, right? And then there's people like me where it's like, I could have gone to Coles. I could have gone to Walmart.
Yeah,
like
you
I
could have
could have
got a-
done that
you could have got
stuff
a
very
job.
easily. But instead,
But
I
you
was
thought
just
it
like,
was below you,
what? I
didn't
didn't
you?
get a
You thought it
job in
was below
TV. No, that's it. I quit out of life.
So that's
you know?
it, right?
Yeah.
It's that arrogance. You
the
thought
arrogance
those
of it.
jobs were below you.
Yeah, totally.
Lesotho wasn't able to set up their computer how they had wanted it, being unable to fit 3 monitors into the boat due to the cramped living conditions, which they wrote about. I need these 3 monitors. It's not working.
Oh my god.
How am I?
I have 2
supposed
monitors.
to trade my meme coins without my 3 monitors.
Living on a sailboat with like a very powerful computer and 3 monitors around, like it's a.
Conditions are
It's very cyberpunk. It does
Yeah,
give
it's
It's like
cyberpunk.
you buy your RTX 5090 for the insane markup, and then like, where do you live?
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I just live on my tugboat on the fucking marine.
Oh, dude, that's absolutely where most of their welfare money probably went, is upgrading their rig, 100%. Their computer, all in that tech stuff.
It almost feels like it feels like the plot to like the best indie game, like some Oregon Trail ass shit.
Totally.
They just have like
Yes.
this giant, they just like live on a boat and slowly patch it up and upgrade it. Better internet. Better, like, connections. 5-star
The life is a
accommodations.
game that Twitch streamers get momentarily infatuated with.
Yeah. Muno, how many monitors do you have? What's the perfect
Dude,
amount?
I only have like 2, man. I
same.
don't live the Zizian life. But then again, like, I'm also not in a boat, dude.
So,
That's like the mark of like a good like alpha. I wouldn't even say like cult leader, but just like a leader in general, right? It's like
yeah.
somebody has to be like an alpha in these scenarios. Somebody has to be like the guy that wrangles everyone together, right? Like you can't just have. It's also why I say like you can't have a whole room full of alpha people, because it's like then you're just gonna spend all your time like trying to see who leads who. You're never gonna
Who's
get anything
marginally
done.
more
So
alpha.
I don't know about that. We have 3 alphas right here, boys. Us.
Yeah.
that is true.
Silverback
But we're also not
philosophers.
rationalists, though, boys. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can
Alpha
be
in
considered an
brute
alpha,
strength,
dude. Like
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know if I can be considered
honestly.
an alpha, dude. Like I got my life advice from Fast and the Furious, so I wouldn't say that I'm nearly.
What are you talking about? That's alpha as.
No, he's right. That's not alpha. That's sigma, baby. That's the next level
Do you
up.
think?
So much better.
Yeah, dude.
Right, we're becoming.
What did we say?
Yeah, that was probably the most insufferable thing I've ever said.
So, yeah, saying that Lasota's
We're
an
talking
alpha.
about Redditors,
Yeah.
dude. It's rubbing off on us.
That's such a. I can't believe these people exist. That's so.
Maybe not
dark, isn't it?
convinced you into it. Maybe not convinced you
But
into
they,
it.
but
Nudged
they
you along.
definitely
the
didn't
environment.
walk you away, right? Like
Didn't walk you away. It's just like, yeah, that makes sense. Go for it.
Put you in the environment where it was a logical outcome, right?
Where it was the logical outcome. Whoa.
Yeah.
Imagine inhabiting their headspaces.
Oh my god. Well, there'd be 2 sides of it.
Yeah.
The 2 sides? Yeah, you're right.
Right now, we're
Good and
talking about.
non-good.
Right now, so far, we know 6 people, not just 3. We know 6 total. God knows what else.
So to describe Ziz's hemisphere belief system, I have a quote here from the Zizians.info website, which is kind of like a website that was created to house all of the information on this from an outside source, like people critical of the Zizian movement. So this quote
the
says,
Quran of the modern age, some would say.
Yeah. New Testament 2.0.
quote, Ziz believes there are 2 kinds of core, good and non-good.
Damn. And you said that there wasn't a religious text, Jackson. They figured
Why
it
can't you
all
just
out.
call it-
Finally.
They're so
Hey, and
religious,
before
the
this,
word
we were all
bad.
like ragging on them for not making things simple.
Dude, it's like 1984. It's like the non-good good.
Yeah, that's what it reminded me of too. It's like, why don't you call it double good and
Yeah,
negative good?
Good and
super
double
yeah,
good.
Exactly. Good and good minus.
Minus good, yeah. All right, so Ziz believes there are 2 kinds of core, good and non-good. Non-good cores are the most common, which is about 95% of the population. A
They're all
non-good
evil.
core is one that only grants full agency when dealing with issues of self-survival or protecting offspring. This is enforced by a filter that only unlocks full agency when it detects those objects in a situation. Sometimes this filter breaks, producing a good core. Because people have 2 cores, there are 3 basic alignments: non-good, single good, and double good.
They've got it!
Yes, they've got a double
They
good.
did
It's
it.
real.
Well done.
Shit.
They're making
Shit, dude.
this is fiction. This is a fictional universe. So eventually, Lesotho sold her stake in the Caleb in 2021, and by the following year, the boat was abandoned, sinking into the waters where it still sits. Which is pretty funny considering they are like, this group is staunch environmentalists, basically. Like, they believe in the greater good, they're vegans and such, and yet they basically just let this boat sink and probably create an environmental and ecological disaster.
All the
in that
diesel
one
floating out. Yeah, they created a mini oil spill. That's what they did.
Yeah.
And then left.
They had to put the big shell around it like Metal Gear Solid.
Holy shit, what a hunk of crap.
Like
so
Muda
bad,
said a second ago, there was a lawsuit that was levied against the Caleb and its fleet of brave admirals. The quote is
A
from
fleet
the
of
lawsuit.
admirals. Go on, sorry. It's fucking hilarious. It's so good. And so what, all of the sailors going past and saying that this was not seaworthy. These are, quote, non-good people, are they? They're testing the faith, or
Just imagine being like a crab fisher from Alaska and you just see the shit fucking like pedal past you on its way to San Francisco.
Yeah, we're going to San Francisco.
You'd immediately know that it was helmed by double good people, so you'd feel safe.
Exactly.
Don't see many of you on these high seas. Mostly filled with non-good pirates. These guys are awesome. So funny.
This quote is from the lawsuit, and it says, "The Caleb is unseaworthy and is not reasonably capable of being made fit to be used as a means of transportation by water, as evidenced by its sinking." Which is a pretty...
It's underwater.
Pretty ironclad lawsuit, if I do say so myself.
David, surely you don't need to adjourn.
Blackmail as well, of course. There's like ethical issues with like generating nude images of real people, things like that. It's already a can of worms, and it's only going to get worse.
Yeah, I mean, we've had cases where I think it's I think it was literally this year or last year. I think it was last year, but like you have the United States DOJ like going at people, putting them into jail for like 20 years because they've been generating child pornography, right? Like AI generated stuff.
Good.
And
good that they're generating it. Good that they're in jail.
No, that was your words, Jackson. You can't go back on it. Editor, don't take it out. Now we're using it as
very bad.
Now you're done, Jackson. You are done.
I've been foiled by AI.
But it's like you look at stuff like that, and it's like, you know, people will have this really generic response of like, well, it's not like actually real children. And I'm like, no, but it's using real training data. It's using disgusting. You know what I mean? Like, there's no way to rationalize it.
I'm so tired of arguing with people like that online, like lolly fans and stuff. I just can't anymore. I'm sorry.
Watch the hat,
well, it's
man.
like you come across people. It's like
it's always just like
it's like you come across people who say that, and it's like you don't understand how dangerous it can be. Like, take the child aspect out of it. Like,
I have a bunch of distortions in my own head, and so not everything that I'm seeing in the real world is actually how it is. You know? I don't know. I always find that like insane people just don't have that at all. They just have that level of belief.
That's what makes them insane.
Don't you think that is what makes them insane?
Yeah, I mean, that is legitimately what makes them insane. That's the definition of them being insane. Like, not being able to pass
I didn't know
reality.
that. Jesus Christ, I'm just like, learning this now.
What did you think insanity was?
It's just like, well, I just thought that somebody who was insane just had like no concept of reality at all. But it seems that
was
it's
your
just like,
definition of insanity literally just doing the same thing over and over again? Like you just believe that buzz?
Oh no, I hate that cliche so much.
Okay, listen,
it's just
dude,
always the thing that someone in an office says that isn't interesting. Don't you guys?
You guys just hate Far Cry.
Huh?
You guys just say Far Cry 3. Get out of
Far
here.
Cry 3. Yeah. That's back when it was cool.
That's back when Ubisoft cared.
Yeah. And then they literally became insane by doing the exact same thing over and over again. Got him.
Actually, yeah, dude.
Like, they took it really seriously.
Isn't it always weird that it always moves to like, wouldn't you kill baby Hitler? Yeah. Where it's like, well, if you're going back in time at any point, wouldn't you just go to that Vienna art school that he was trying to get into and then just be like, just let him pass, you know?
Yeah.
And then you wouldn't have to kill him.
Yeah, like, actually,
there's a million different...
It's a type
that's such a great point.
That's a good point. That's a good point, actually.
Yeah, it's like, why would you want to kill a fucking baby?
Yeah, why would you want to do that?
Let him graduate art school.
I'm looking for an excuse.
Yeah, like let him graduate the fucking art school so he can make a shitty like drawings. Like who cares? Then it's like everyone lives.
Well, there has to.
And you just get one shitty art.
I want to see if he got better at drawing windows. I really want to know that.
They call themselves altruists because it makes them feel good, but it always goes back to killing babies. Surely there is an altruistic outcome where you don't have to shed blood and you can still get the outcome.
Don't you
that
reckon?
You want. Yeah.
Yeah, they always just bring it to that.
Yeah, why can't you like go back in time? Like, even if you don't want to pass him from art school because you care about art so much, like go back to when he was a kid and like go to like those pivotal times and like change him from like
Yeah.
Or better yet, just shoot him when he was in the party, like the Nazi party, or like when he was moving up the rings, just like blow his brains out. Like what the fuck? Like, God damn.
It's so dumb. Why the baby? The most innocent boy.
Yeah, it's like the baby is
nothing
actually
wrong.
innocent, literally.
Yeah, it kind of seemed like you just want to kill a baby, to be honest. And you're using this.
That's not altruistic. That's fucked up. That's like,
And also, like, what's stopping you from doing it now? Just going down to the water, just shooting a baby in the head and be like, you don't understand. That was Hitler too. I just did the world a favor. And I was like, what?
I could tell.
imagine going back in time, shooting a fucking baby in a ward, and then pretending to be the good guy.
Yeah, don't worry, guys.
That is such a fucking...
Even in that ward over in like, you've just killed a baby and the nurses come running up being like, what the fuck? And you're like, don't worry. It's okay.
Yeah,
you don't understand what this baby was going to do. If I told you, it would blow your mind.
I feel like what we just talked about is like, it's like in Terminator, right? It's like, think about it like from a Terminator perspective, right? It's like, why the fuck would the T-1000 have to go all the way back to when John was like fucking what, 15, 16?
Yeah.
And he was able to run away.
Yeah,
why the fuck didn't they try and travel 15 more years back and just shoot the fucking pregnant mom?
I don't know. Oh my god,
Like,
that's
actually
such a
the dumbest story.
The mum was innocent in their eyes. Like giving birth to Hitler isn't bad.
What, so the T-1000 had more empathy than these guys?
Yeah, like, hold on. You're telling me Skynet... Yeah, unironically, Skynet was like, maybe you don't want to fucking kill a baby, but like maybe when it's like 18...
We're not that fucked.
Yeah. It's like the ones and zeros.
These ultimate beings of rationality came to the conclusion, maybe we shouldn't kill a baby.
To be fair, we're dunking on rationalists who believe the baby, or spend time thinking about that concept. Lasoda and their group, I didn't see anywhere where they said that they should go kill babies. I just want to make that clear.
Oh right, yes. No, we're just making fun of other people now. I didn't realize. Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, they've never talked about.
I don't know. It's just like it's such a trope. Like you've just. Oh my god! Like, don't you reckon? Like every debate nerd online, it always leads back to that, huh?
Yeah, it's just tired.
It's tired. It's old.
Thought process is very tired.
Mm. Come up with another way to kill babies. Huh? To rationalize killing babies, sorry. Yeah.
It's so fucking dumb the more you just think about it.
So dumb.
It's like, why are you going back in time to shoot the baby, bro? Like, wait. Honestly, like you said it the best. I was like, just pass him in art school. Like, if I could go back in time, go to the fucking college, just be like, you know what? Let it happen. It's not like he's going to become a doctor.
No.
Like, it's not like he's becoming a surgeon or some shit, or a lawyer, or like a fucking engineer. Like, he's not designing something of value. He's just drawing fucking windows. So let the guy draw windows. What the fuck? Like, you can go back with like, just go back with a newspaper. It's like, listen, there's 12 million people that are about to die. More than that, okay? Like, you're about to have crazy death camps in Germany. Okay, this guy's about to make the craziest ideology. Just let him draw.
Could theoretically punish all those who had known of its existence but did not help its creation or development as a way of incentivizing its creation itself. This theory was called Rocco's Basilisk, named after the user and the mythological creature capable of destroying enemies with its stares. It's also from Harry Potter. There's a basilisk in Harry Potter. I don't know if that was connected, but I wanted to make that observation that everything comes back to Harry Potter.
It's like in the future when there's going to be like the world's most evil billionaire, and then you ask him, it's like, what was your inspiration? It's like that Saburo Arasaka guy from Cyberpunk 2077. That's the reason I became so evil. That's my inspiration.
Yeah, I've never even thought about that before, but that sort of like cartoony supervillain person, as in, you know, evil acts, I suppose, happen, but they kind of happen almost by accident, you know? There's no one out there that just like has this type of set of beliefs that ever really makes it to this grandiose level, you know?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You just can't do it.
Usually like acts of passion and different things like that, almost impulsive. But when you're operating on this kind of this Reddit score, things become a little different. No shade to the Redditors. I use Reddit as, when I say Redditor, we all know who we're talking of. We all know the kind of person we're talking of. People that live their lives.
We can all
internet
smell
boards.
that person.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Smell is
So
a
there
better
were
word
actually-
than no. You're right.
Yeah. Yo, these people could have made some
Rationalism.
amazing pirates if you sent them out to like the other side of the world with their little ship.
Why are insane people always not into bathing? That's a weird one, isn't it?
Because generally they are pretty insane for not bathing, huh?
Yeah, they don't tend to have the best habits.
It's a chicken or the egg situation, isn't it?
It's like you see, like bathing is a rational thing for human beings to do. They're not very rational, are they?
Yes, guys, I think that we found some question marks on their rationality so far. I'm going to say that.
Yeah, I'm starting to think these guys aren't the most
Rational.
Sorry, these
But
women.
then again,
aren't the
as
most
we
sane.
have also, we've also put this to the side. Maybe they're so rational that we don't get them. That's also possible.
Yeah, this is just humor that we're not able to understand. Yeah.
They're on a
You really have
different
to have a
wavelength.
high IQ to understand what not bathing is like, right?
I need it in the format of a Rick and Morty episode, and then I'd understand it.
Literally.
Oh man, I hate it though. I hate that they would be actually that level of condescending where they do believe that they're operating on a different wavelength, and that myself, and
Yeah, well,
everyone else
remember,
are
we're
idiots.
just like what are they? We're not double good. We're like, what are we? We're non-good.
We're non-good.
Yeah,
We're
we're
not
non-good.
good.
Predictably, he offered to help with the repair. When he got close, they attacked, with multiple Zizians stabbing him with kitchen knives. And in an act I can only describe as the most Reddit fucking sounding attack I think I've ever heard of. One knife stabbed his eye, while Leatham, who, if I recall correctly, was the top left person, by the way, the scariest looking one that we were talking about before, apparently stabbed at him with a samurai sword, which injured him from shoulder to stomach.
Jesus.
Of course it was a fucking samurai sword. Of course it was a samurai
Reddit.
sword.
Of course it was.
Oh my dude. I studied the blade. Fuck, I hate these
Jesus
people.
Christ.
I hate it. I hate them. So yeah, the way that I read, he basically was stabbed from the shoulder through to the stomach in an impalement kind of way. Like the sword was stuck in him, from what I had best read. Lind had brought a gun with him. Curtis Lind had brought a gun with him, and he began to fire at the group, shooting and killing Bohanian and wounding Leatham, the scary one, with the samurai sword. A neighbor
Imagine
came
being the
out.
homicide detective and walking in that scene and just like,
Dude,
you
I'd
gotta
be
like piece
what
this.
the fuck? That's
Yeah,
fucking-
this is a very lame Kill Bill. Yeah.
No, like you gotta walk in there like some fucking California detective, and like the first thing you see is like this goddamn samurai sword through a guy, gunshot going off, and fucking wiping two vegan cultists. Like,
Yeah.
how do you fucking write a report on this without like sounding insane, sounding irrational, dude?
So peak rationality.
I'd honestly retire right there. Like, I'd be like, there's no way I'll find a
Yeah.
case that's more insane than this.
This is one
Fuck.
to go out
Is
of.
it end?
Yeah.
Yeah.
One such Zizian member, Maximillian Snider, insufferable name already.
Is
That
That
was a
just
smart-
seems like such a fucking like you just want that person to die, you know what I mean?
Totally.
Like what an awful, like
Maximilian.
what a douche.
Maximilius. Yeah.
I bet that's a moderator. You can tell like that person has mod privileges on that server, dude.
Yeah.
You can smell them.
Max, I'm gonna call him Max
Yeah,
because I
just
don't
call
want to
him
say
Max.
Maximilian.
Oh, that's
No,
so much
no,
better
no. Just
than
call
he
him
is.
Maximillian, dude.
Yeah, you're
Come
right.
on.
Yeah,
Hurts.
no, you're
It's
right. I have to.
It's such a
Max
douchey name.
Yeah, Max is too friendly of a name to give this fucking cretin. Maximillian Snider was a smart individual who studied
Actually, you know what?
computers-
No, sorry, I've changed my mind. Snider's worse. The last name's worse. Sorry, continue. I know I'm interrupting, but... Oh my god! It viscerally makes you cringe hearing the name, doesn't it?
It doesn't even seem like it's real. Like,
Yeah. Yeah,
Like,
it's
did
like
the, well, this is a chicken and egg situation. Do you think the name choice turned him into
Absolutely.
this person into a douchebag, or do you think the parents knew that he was going to be a douchebag and they themselves were douchebags, so that they ended up naming them Maximilian?
No, I honestly believe this is just a numerology scenario without numbers. This is, you name your kid that, they're going to be fucked. There's no way around
like
it.
just yeah, like think about it. It's like two human beings, two fucking rejects came together to produce an offspring so cancerous. That's the first name that came to their mind.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. This will be cool.
You know, I understand the whole baby Hitler killing thing now. Like, I get it. Like, I get it.
Yes, Hitler was more excusable than Maximilian.
I'm sorry. If I went back in time and I saw the words Adolf Hitler and Maximilian Snider, I'm sorry,
I
Maximilian
can't do
Snider.
it. Yeah, you're going straight into the alternate universe. It's
like you guys gave me the order or something back in the future. It's like you have to go back and get like Adolf, and I just get into the hospital and I just see the name Maximillian Snider, and you gave me 1 round to do the job. I'm sorry, boys.
Yeah.
Mission failed on your end.
and I think everyone would understand it was for the greater good. I think no one would blame you for it. It does make the other cliche of the train track scenario very easy if the guy on the other train track is called Maximilian Snider. doesn't it?
Just
We haven't even got
Maximilian
it.
anything. Yeah.
We haven't even got into this person's crimes yet or anything. We're just basing this entirely off his name.
Yeah, but like,
Well, there
again, no, we were right then, weren't we? This was a baby Hitler scenario.
Honestly, yeah.
Oh man, that is so that's great rationalization.
All right. Anyone let us know in the comments. If you know anyone who is specifically called Maximilian Snider, who is a legend, let us know, because I would like to be proven wrong on this. There is no chance that you could be a good person with that name. A double good person, if you will.
Maximilian Snider. Let
I
me
hope
just
there's
Google that name.
no Maximilian Sniders in the audience. I'm gonna.
Oh,
be
man,
quite
could you
upset.
imagine how cut they would be? And also they're like a part of the Big Brother program and shit. Huh? What?
There is no good Maximilian Snider that we were able to find. Like, I did a deep search. There's like, as far as the internet's considered, there was not a single good soul to exist. So we're fine.
Jackson, I'm sorry for
I tried
interrupting. Like, sorry, continue.
No,
but
no.
it is just,
No, it's all good.
we needed to vent, I think.
Yeah. I'm glad you got it out of your system now. Maximilian won't haunt you anymore until the next time I say his name.
Which is
only a
coming up
sentence
right
later,
now,
don't
isn't
worry.
it?
Yeah. I'm seeing a lot of Maximilians in this
Me
script.
too. Fuck. It was the biggest crime of all. Yeah.
You son of a bitch. Let me finish the sentence.
Sorry, go.